inside Season 5, Episode 2 of Outlander.
I know we're trying to start with a beautiful wedding episode and we want it to be really happy and everything else, but I didn't want it to look as though we're coming into the season and everything's kind of tied up in a bow.
There's something I must tell you. Stephen Bonnet is alive.
For Bree, she does still have that inner turmoil going on, but she is very much putting her energy and her focus into Jemmie. But what I do like about Season 5 is that as the audience, because we now know Bree so well and we know what she's been through and we've seen the facade that she puts on in front of everybody else and that strength persona that she sort of adopts for herself, we've seen that and we've seen how she really is feeling on the inside. We've had those quiet moments with Bree on her own, so it means that through this season the audience is a little bit more in Bree's head. But in terms of physicality too, it's almost, that, not that her PTSD's ever gone away, but it just sort of re-heightens. Bree finds that sickness that I feel in Bree, and the physicality is just sort of that shaking coming back, that kind of muscle memory of how she was feeling after the event. All those things, even just little flinches at times, if there's a loud noise or if there's an ominous-looking man or whatever, it's just all of those little things trying to get those in. And, she's afraid of sleep, she's afraid of dreams, she's, like you said, putting any of that energy into her drawings, and it's quite a harrowing image when we see what Bree is drawing, and it's like, whoa, she is still going through that, but she just puts on such a good face for everyone, so.
I think I have to believe in Claire's perspective of it. How would you live, though, if you had all this knowledge and you could see that it could be beneficial and not imparted upon people? And I think as someone who is as, shall we say, vocal and forthright as Claire, it's really difficult for her not to do something.
I am to keep people safe here, and I need to know what's causing their illnesses.
Isn't this playing God?
Time, space, history, be damned.
There's a line in it where she says, not only am I battling the illness, but I'm battling the cure. It's that thing where people are taking things, or there's all these methodologies of that time that are just causing more harm than good. And it is very risky. It's very risky what she's doing. But I do think with the stability of Fraser's Ridge and with the stability of where Claire and Jamie are in their relationship and with their family around, I think she feels emboldened to take these risks. Especially with her grandchild around, she doesn't want him to get sick, or she doesn't want him to fall prey to these things. So if she can somehow change the world of this little community bit by bit, then maybe it'll be a safer place for her child and her grandchild.
She's always, past seasons, tried to educate and change the way people of this time period do things. But I think now, this season, it feels like she's more integrated into the community, and I think also more of that time as well. And it feels like she's more successful this season for a short time.
For a short time. They may come back to bite her.
To bite her
later.
In the proverbial.
Which conversation is
The
that?
one about Roger thinks that he would rather move on than go back to their time, and then she agrees with it.
Is this in her surgery?
Yes.
The eye exam one?
Yes.
Yes, great.
Did you like episode
there's
2
a
when
few.
you watched it, Richard?
No,
Yeah.
I can't remember which episodes were which, and I was thinking that it might have been the one on the log, but it's a different
So this is
conversation.
Outlander
This is after
season
again.
5.
5, right, got you. I often draw parallels where I think that Brianna's much more like Jamie and Roger's much more like Claire in terms of their impulsiveness and how they think. And they often seem to be kind of on the same page and the same way of thinking. They're often, the way that they work things out and the logic that they work from often seems to be quite similar, and I think that's why the relationship between Roger and Claire has always been so strong, even since, I suppose, episode 213. It was great. I love working with Caitriona. She's such a great actress. You always feel really engrossed in the scene with her, and it's a lot of fun to play these scenes with her.
I hope you don't stay, but it's safer in the future for all three of you.
There's not enough, I don't think, actually, with Roger and Claire early on in season 5. Actually, there's not a lot with Roger and Claire at all.
There's just so many characters in Outlander.
Yeah.
Let's try and get
There's
scenes
too
with all of
much
them
to
together.
do.